Hey everyone, greetings from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My name is Hazmer, and I am the co-founder, CEO of Metronomic, and also the game director of No Straight Roads. Have you already played the game? Did you enjoy it? The game was out back in 25th August, so it was last Tuesday. And when the game came out, it received a lot of response from the internet. It's really crazy. So we saw a lot of tweets, a lot of forum threads. There was one person who was analyzing the story on Reddit. It's really an amazing write-up, and there are videos of the game. People clearing crazy mode in S rank, you know, and also we have live streams as well, and uh, really we're really touched that so many people have been engaging with the universe of No Stray Roads, enjoying our characters, praising the art and the music as well, enjoying the link between the music and the gameplay and all this. So from the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank everyone who has engaged with No Straight Roads, and to even take the extra step to to express their love for the game online. And of course, all these comments, they're not only positive, of course, they're also negative as well. And we've been sharing all these comments or all this feedback, videos as well. We've been sharing it in our company chat because we're all still working from home due to the pandemic. And of course, we were thrilled, when we received praises, or just laugh a bit when everyone is singing that DKWest song and all that. But of course, when we see a bug, we go, "Oh God, why is that bug there?" Ah! And we're really sorry for that to happen. I would like to thank everyone for your patience with the game. It is really amazing that you guys still, go ahead and clear the game, and give it praise despite you saying some, that there are bugs. Actually, there are some bugs here and there. Even despite that, you still enjoy the game. So thank you so much. But again, we're very sorry for all the the bugs that are happening in the game. I've actually read every one of your posts wherever possible, every one of your tweets, from threads, videos, reviews, and whatnot. And I've actually listed up a whole lot here. I think the biggest issue that a lot of you are complaining about is the inconsistency across the platforms, right? There are some things that are not in this platform. There are some things that are in another platform. One of the biggest example is that burgers, health items are not appearing in the DKWest battle, and I know it can be very traumatizing. We'll get back to that later. There's also like an inconsistent difficulty, lower graphical fidelity, some bugs about the voice playback as well. And then there are also like two-player bugs, where if the two of you try to generate the rails in the Sayu battle, you might fall down. And there are also some clipping issues, collision issues, and yeah, this is very strange. Although the PC version is for Epic Game Store, it kind of triggers Steam VR as well. And there's a little bug with the ultra wide screen. Not little, sorry, it is a bug on the ultra wide screen. And a few of you reported some crash bugs as well. So yeah, we've been reading a lot, and I guess the thing is that this is our debut game. That's not an excuse though. It's more just like I'm trying to explain the background for a while here. We are a very small team. Only me and Daim, my cousin and also co-founder, and also a few other people are experienced in the game industry. But our company comprises of mostly new people who are new to the game industry. They're either fresh graduates. We have we have environment artists who used to be an accountant as well. So, and different people from different industries coming in. So because the idea of creating Metronomic was to provide opportunities for people to be involved in the game industry. And we are very, very proud of what we've done. However, yeah, we are not proud of the bugs and the problems that you guys have to face. So just to be a bit more transparent with how we work, we actually did the PS4 and PC version in-house in Metronomic, and we depended on porting partners to create the port for Switch and Xbox One. Now, they have been amazing. They actually helped us all the way to release day. The dev team in Metronomic did that as well. I guess the thing is that we had to push for 60 FPS on the Switch and the Xbox One because it's really, really it's an action adventure game, right? So it's really, really important for us to nail that performance. So the performance, sometimes to nail that performance, we have to get rid of features that actually hamper it. But not only that, though, unfortunately, it was also due to the resources that we had. Time, for example, because it takes a long time to actually make sure that we get 60 FPS on these platforms, and unfortunately, the time that could be allocated for implementing the same feature across the board is paid to doing that performance, to improve the performance. And so, the development team worked really hard. The porting companies worked very hard as well. And the thing is that the fault lies with me because I am the game director and I allowed that to happen. So I'm very, very sorry for this. Really, thank you so much for your patience with the game. We will definitely look into all these issues. And the thing is that creating a patch is not it's not a quick job. Whenever you create a patch, you first of all we have to make sure that we fix not only one issue but we fix a few issues and bundle that into a patch, right? And fixing those stuff will take time, number one. Number two is when we upload this patch, we have to make sure that it works across the whole entire game. We can assume that it will not affect other areas. Like for example, if you fix the Sayu problem, the rail platform thing where two players will fall to the chasm, that logic might affect other areas. We don't know. So we will have to send the patch to our QA partner, quality assurance, right, to test the game thoroughly from beginning to end again. And that also includes playing the hard mode, the crazy mode, going all the way to even clearing the game and past that. And so it will take more than a week for us to come up with the patch. So I'm really, really sorry that we can't release the patch immediately next week. But however, we will definitely we will really look into this seriously and ensure that you all will get the patch as soon as possible. All right. Okay, and yeah, that is about the patch. Now, I know that some of you are struggling with the DQS battle as well. Now, let me just tell you a bit of story of how we came up with the DK West battle in the first place. So, First of all, DK West is actually a play of on the word DK Barat in Malaysia. So in Malaysia, is a traditional, you know, what we can call it, like a song plus dance kind of thing, where you have one guy who will try to trash talk sometimes, and the other people behind will do this. So you can search it online. DK Barat is actually, Barat means west. DK, I think, is like a chant or something like that. So it came from the borders of Malaysia and Thailand, and then it came from Thailand first, and then it came over to Kelantan, which is one of our states, you know. And DKWS is a tribute to our Malaysian culture. And what better way to give tribute to Malaysia than to use its music in our game. And as for the gameplay, the whole entire idea of No Straight Roads is, I wanted to come up with a game where people do not need to have the reflexes of a rhythm gamer to enjoy interaction with music. That was the whole idea of No Straight Roads. Because I'm a very avid rhythm gamer. I've been playing rhythm games since the 90s, starting with Beatmania 1, and there are not many rhythm games that I don't know about, and whenever I go to the arcades, or whenever I play a rhythm game on the iPad or whatever, my cousin will just watch me play, even if I invite him to play with me. And this happens a lot. Actually, not only my cousin, my friends as well. They just enjoy watching me play. And because of that, music has a lot of rules, right? So because of that, I think that gameplay also has rules, music also has rules. Rhythm games only play with beat and rhythm. But how about structure, like chorus, melodies, and all this? And people, when they listen to the same song a few times, they would know that that a chorus is going to come, and that is the basis of No Straight Roads. And Daim, my cousin and creative director, helped to flesh out the story and all that. But for DK West, though, it's a bit different. So because it's an optional boss, remember DK West is it's a compulsory boss only for the first fight, but the second and third fight they are totally optional. And I really, really wanted to make it slightly difficult compared to the other bosses. First of all, because it's optional. And number two, I actually have a little secret mission with No Straight Roads, and that is that I want everyone to realize that the people who have been watching me play those rhythm games, I want them to realize that they also have rhythm sense somewhere in them. Just because I give you a piano, and I ask you to play on the spot and you can't play it, then it doesn't mean that you don't have rhythm sense. It's all about the input device. There are so many factors involved, and rhythm sense encompasses a lot of things, not just beats, right? There's also instinct towards interacting with music and all this. And that is my secret mission for No Straight Roads, so that everyone will realize that you have rhythm sense. And I wanted to push that one step further for DK West, which is actually, if you know the rules and you know some tips on how to defeat DK West, you can actually play a rhythm game as well very well. That's the reason why DK West is very difficult. I know it's very traumatizing. But it's very nice for people to have that chant in the head. It's really, really big thanks to Asamat for the writing, and also Clyde for the music. It can be kind of like a sort of pop culture thing in a way. But yeah, today what I'm going to do is I am going to play DK West 2 on the Switch, and I will show you how to complete the game. I will give you some tips. I used to pull off a perfect run before this. I don't know whether I can do it while talking. I'm not a streamer myself, so I know how hard it is to talk while playing. But alright, let me show you how to defeat DK West Fight 2. Spoiler alert, of course, because the rap contains, some spoilers, of course. So if you don't want to see that, please stop the video now. All right, I'm not a streamer, of course, so yeah, I might get hit here and there, but yeah, I'll try my best to talk while playing. Here we go. All right, DKOS is not your typical rhythm game, of course. Rhythm games usually involve notes falling down to a line, but the same rule actually applies here. It's just that the line is not visible. Do you notice that the bull notes actually light up? So actually, that is the beat that is trying to follow based on the rap, you know. And when the hand is at the bull notes when it lights up, that's when you get damaged. So the line is actually here. So that's also where the weakness is, per se. So let me focus on this first. Okay, here we go. So the hand, the tip of the hand, the fingertips are actually the weakness, you know. So you just have to avoid the notes there. A second tip is a very typical tip for playing rhythm games. Try to look at the horizon rather than just at the bottom of the screen. You know, I understand that you are trying to, play it like an action game where you really just look at the hand and see whether it will hit you. But you can try to forecast whether it's going to come or not. So I usually look here. So I see there and I avoid here, you see. But yeah, you have to look beyond the hands to predict whether you're going to hit the notes or not. Oops, I missed that hand. Okay, moving on to the next tip. I always let go of the stick if the middle is open. So if you... oh no, I can't get a perfect for this one. Okay, so there, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, and let go. Let go. And this one I know that it's gonna come left and right, so you guys see the horizon. Oh yeah, by the way, what the when he said symmetry, I made the notes symmetrical as well. Yeah, so try not to swipe too much, maybe from left to right is okay, or right to left, but that's about it, so I only tilt when it's necessary, so I always try to let go wherever I can, and this is another rhythm gamer secret, I guess. It's not really a secret, but when you panic, when you see that the notes get too difficult, a lot of people always swipe a lot, and you'll hit a lot of notes because of that. It's like playing a racing game, in a street racing game. When you try to avoid a car in the horizon, your eyes will be fixated at the car and you'll end up hitting it. Have you experienced that before? So, when you think that you're panicking and all that, just let go of the analog stick for a while and look at the next open space. Yeah. Okay, for the next tip, when you have a character that is lower in health, focus on that side. Obviously in this case, you focus on either side because the notes only fall on either side. But when the notes fall on both sides, then that's where you look at your health. And I see Zook is low in health now, so I will focus more on Zook. It's like playing the drums where you hit the hi-hat, you don't think when you hit the hi-hat, you think with the other hand. And the way the notes are designed is that when DK West raps, it's usually based on his vocals, whereas Zook's rap is based on the beat, so it's a much more consistent beat. That might be able to guide you to forecast how the notes are going to come down. And another tip is, just pause. If you, if you can take a rest, maybe grab a cup of coffee or something like that, and then come back to the game. Sometimes when I play the rhythm games like Oendan on the DS and all that, some of the even Rhythm Heaven as well. Sometimes it's very, very difficult to just play it for a long time. So just pause for a while and take a breather. Yeah, and then you can resume. Yeah. So I always let go. See, let go. Yeah, let go, let go. So tilt only when necessary. I think, yeah, that's very important. And last but not least, this is a tip this is usually what I do if I can't pass a very difficult song in a rhythm game. And that is that I try to find the playthrough video of that particular song in at double the play speed, you know. So I get a kind of like a a general idea of how the notes will be. Ooh, okay, so I'll get the general note of general concept of how the pattern would be. And not only that, when I return back to the game, I will feel that as if everything is in slow motion, you know. And yeah, I think it's a psychological effect that might only affect me. I don't know, but yeah, you can give it a try. Just search DKOS Fight 2 in YouTube, play it at double the playback speed, and then come back here, and you feel like you are Dio from JoJo. Okay, never mind. I don't know whether you get that reference or not, but yeah, I mean, yeah. So everything just feels very slow. All right. Okay, yeah, so that is the end of the tips and tricks for DKOS 2. I hope this will help you to fight DKOS 2 and 3 as well. The same tips apply. So, yeah. DKOS, let me just push this here. Yeah, that's why it's so hard to play. I really cannot be a streamer. All right, so that is DKOS 2, and also our report on what we're going to do. We will consider, we will read all your feedback, and we will try to see what can be done for the future of No Straight Roads. For any feedback, you can always message me directly, DM me directly at onehazmer at WANHAZMER. Or you can actually, there's a much more official way, of course, and that is you go through our customer support. Okay, I don't mind either way. So go through https nostraightroads.com without any space /customer support. Okay, please send any feedback is welcome. Please, if there's any bugs or whatsoever, please let us know, and we will consider that for whatever patches that might be pushed in the later weeks. All right, thank you very much, everyone, and I'm really sorry. Thank you for playing our game, and I hope that you will try to clear more of the modes in No Straight Roads. All right, thank you so much. Bye bye.